Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I will be fighting a 1,000-point battle between my Dark Angels and Harris's Custodes. So, the story that we've got going on here is that the Custodes had discovered some information about the whereabouts of their fugitive, Cypher. And they had gotten this information on this planet. They had loaded it all up and were ready to fly it off the planet when the ship that they were carrying it in was shot down mysteriously from the sky. So they sent in a force to go collect it. It was a very elite force to go collect this information. This is an important mission for them, so this was a major dishonor onto their to them that he had escaped from their inescapable prison, and they wanted him back. So they sent in an elite force to go gather that information again from the crash site. But when they arrived, they found the Dark Angels had been occupying the Dark Angels were occupying the crash site. And when they approached, they said, you know, we need this information, you know, please move along. And the Dark Angels said, we'd rather not. And that's when they came to blows. So that's the story that we've got going on here. We are going to be doing the open war missions. So we drew them, and we drew the deployment that looks like the Brazilian flag there. So I am in the middle there, and my opponent was in the corners, or was allowed to be in the corners. We are going to be doing the supply cache mission. So there are 6 objectives around the table. That's 4, 5, and then 1 back there, 6. At the end of each player's turn, they must roll a dice for each marker they control. If they roll a 6, they have found the supply cache, and that becomes the objective. Everything else gets removed, and whoever controls it at the end of turn 5 wins. So that's the mission. We're going to be doing the supply cache as the information on Cypher's whereabouts. So both sides really want this information. The twist that we have is eager for the fight, which works very well with that, is that both sides are really eager for this information. So there's going to be you add 2 inches to every model's movement, and you add 1 inch to their advance and their charge rolls. So pretty good. We're gonna have a whole lot of fights, which is gonna be fun. So it's gonna be good. So that is it for the story. That is the mission that we're gonna be playing. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are gonna be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off the detachment, we have Belial, a Talon Master, and a Lieutenant. We have 3 5-man scout squads with bolters. We have a 4-man Ravenwing Black Knight squad. And last but not least, we have a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad. And then for the Custodes, he'll be running a Supreme Command detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a Shield Captain on a Dawn Eagle jet bike with Hurricane Bolter and Misericordia. We have 3 Shield Captains in Alaris Terminator armor with Castellan axes and Misericordia. We have a Vexillus Praetor with Guardian Spear, Misericordia, and Vexilla Magnifica. And last but not least, we have Trajan Valorous. All right, so for the Dark Angels deployment, we have Scout Squad, Scout Squad, Scout Squad. We have the Talon Master here. We've got the Lieutenant in the middle there. We've got the Black Knights here. We've got the Deathwing Knights there, and Belial behind them. And that's it for the Dark Angels. The deployment now for the Custodes. We have his jet bike shield captain over here. We've got who is the Warlord. We've got Valorous here. We've got the Vexilla, and in Deep Strike Reserve, he has his 3 Terminator captains. So that is deployment as of right now. The Custodes are going to be going first, unless I can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. Show me that Phil first. No, don't get it. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Custodes here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Custodes here on turn 1. His shield captain on jet bike jumped over this way next to my scouts over there. His 3 Terminator captains dropped in 9 inches away from my Deathwing Knights. Valorous and the Vexilla both moved up to join them where they are there. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, his shield captain here is going to fire his Hurricane Bolter into my scouts over here. So, yeah, obviously in rapid fire range, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s,
That's all.
All right, that is all hits right here. These are now
4s.
strength 4, so wounding on 4s.
2, 3, 4. Wow, that was really bad.
We got 4 wounds there. So 4 4-up saves, and I failed 2 of them. All right, so now Valorous is going to shoot into my Black Knights over here.
On a 2.
Hitting on a 2.
Rerolling
1 because of himself. No,
nope,
not a hit.
Not meant to.
All right, so all 3 captains, Terminator captains, are going to fire into my Black Knights over here. They are going to be hitting on 2s. All hits. Strength
4.
Strength 4, so looking for 5s to wound.
Rerolling 1s for Valorous.
Rerolling 1s because of Valorous. No wounds. Now the grenade launcher, so 3d3 shots. So we're going to have
3, 4.
4 shots that are going to be coming in here. These are going to be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of Valorous.
And wounding on 5s.
Wounding on 5s. Again, rerolling 1s because of Valorous. Getting 2 wounds.
AP minus 3.
AP minus 3. So we have 2 6-ups. Show me them fill faces. Getting no fill faces. So that is 1 dead bike. And now the Vexilla is going to fire his Guardian Spear into the bikes. Hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. That's a wound. AP minus 1. So looking for a 4-up. And he's good. Woo! All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase. His Custodes jet bike here is going to charge into Jenkins' squad over here. So one guy's going to throw a crack grenade. The rest are going to shoot their bolters. Hitting on 6s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. Okay, getting nothing there. So his charge distance is going to have +1 added to it. Yeah, 6 inches will get him in. All right, so now his first Terminator captain is going to charge into my Black Knights over here. Looking for an 8. Getting it with 9 inches. Second one doing the same thing. No, not getting it with double 1s.
And that's not good.
And the last guy doing the same thing. Not getting it with 4.
I would need 6.
Yeah. You gonna try?
No.
No, he's not gonna reroll. So the one guy gets in. And now Valorous is gonna try the same thing. No, not getting in either.
I will.
He's gonna spend a command point to reroll that.
Nope.
No, does not make it in. All right, so starting out the fight phase, his shield captain on a jet bike is going to attack into the scout squad over here. So we've got 5 attacks plus the Misericordia, which is going to be the red one. He's going to be hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of himself. All right, that's all hits. Strength
6 on the lance.
Strength 6 on the lance.
5 on the knife.
5 on the knife. So we're looking for 3s on everything.
And the lance gets to reroll.
Lance gets to reroll. All right, rerolling because of the lance. No, not meant to be. So that is 3
dead guys.
3 dead guys because it's AP minus 3. Yep, so that's 3 dead scouts. All right, so I spent 2 command points to interrupt over here. Let's see if I get one of them back because my Warlord's actually going to be my Talon Master and he's going to have Brilliant Strategist. I do not get it back, so I'm down to 4 command points. So we'll start out with the Maces of Absolution. So we've got 2 attacks each from them there. So we've got 8 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of Belial there. All right, not meant to be. These are now strength 8, so wounding on 3s. Re-rolling. All right, 1 second. All right, so they're just out of range of the lieutenant there, so they don't get to re-roll those wounds of 1. So we've got 5 wounds here, AP minus 2, so he's going to have 3-up invul save because he's got Eagle's Eye there. Fails 2 of them, so he's still alive with 1 wound left. All right, and the Knightmaster is now going to attack in. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling because of Belial. So that's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s because strength +2. Okay, that's 2 wounds at AP minus 3, so 2 3-ups. Oh, and he fails 1. He's going to spend his command point on this one, his last command point. So, and he still fails it, so he is dead. And then Squad Jenkins, so just Jenkins and Sergeant Not Jenkins over here are going to fight back into his shield captain on a bike. 3 attacks between them, hitting on 3s. Oh, getting all hits. That's 2 6s. They really want this. Wounding on 5s. Here we go. Getting 1. 2-up save. Oh, he filled it. 5 up, feel no pain. Because he's got the... What's he got?
Blood game, so I just got a free reroll.
Oh, what is this? Oh, he's got Victor of the Blood Games over here, so he gets a reroll on this one. So 2 up. Oh, of course he makes it. All right, so that's it for the Custodes turn here on turn 1. At the end, we have a morale test over here for Squad Jenkins over there. They lost 3 guys, so 3 plus 4 is 7. They are good to go. So that is it for the Custodes turn here. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. We forgot to roll at the beginning of the turn for this objective that he controlled to see if it has the supply cache, so we're going to do it right now. So on a 6, no, so it is not the supply cache for now. All right, so at the beginning of the turn, before I do my movement, we're going to see about the ones I control. So we're going to start with this, number 2. Not so far, because it doesn't get this one, as opposed to the kill team mission from 7th edition, you don't remove ones that weren't it, so you're still trying to figure it out. It hasn't shown itself. So, and number 5 over here is also not the one yet. Maybe possibly in the future. So that's it for that. We'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. My scout stood still over here. My Black Knights turn around to look at his shield capped on the bike. The Sergeant, not Jenkins, and Jenkins backed out of combat over here, choosing wisdom over valor. And then my Talon Master jumped across around over here, and these scouts just shuffled around a bit to hold on to the objective. Over here, my my Lieutenant advanced 14 inches because he had +2 to his movement because of the twist, and then he rolled a 5 for the advance, which gets +1. So he moved a total of he had base move 6 +2, so to 8 +5 +1 to 14 inches. Pretty brutal. That was awesome. That guy really was booking it up there to get back up. He wanted it. So then my Knights moved up there 7 inches because they get +2 to the move, and same thing with Belial. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so first thing in the shooting phase, we're gonna have the Talon Master fire into his shield captain there. So we're gonna start with the twin assault cannon. Hit it on 4s because he moved. All right, not super great.
T6.
Strength 6, toughness 6, so looking for 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of himself. So getting 1 wound at AP -1, 3 up save. He's good. And now the heavy bolters are gonna fire, hitting on 4s because he moved. Alrighty. Wounding on 5s. Not getting to reroll either of those. All right, so now my Black Knights are gonna fire into his shield captain. I am gonna supercharge, and they are going to I'm gonna spend a command point on Weapons of the Dark Age for them. So let's see if I get the command point back. I do not, so I'm down to 3 command points. So we're gonna have to do 2 at a time, one shooting at a time over here into his shield captain there. So the first one hitting on 3s.
Super dead.
Wow. Okay. Second one.
Also
wow, but at least the one hit. And the third one. Ooh, okay, doesn't die. So 1 guy's left. These are now going to be strength 8, wounding on 3s. Okay, we got 1 wound. Oh, come on. 3 up invul save. Yeah, he's good. All right, so now this scout squad's going to fire into him. One's going to throw a crack grenade. The others are rapid firing their bolters, hitting on 3s. Not getting to reroll that. So we're going to have, this is going to be wounding on a 4. These are going to be wounding on 5s. All right, so we got 1 and 1. So we can do 1 3 up and 1 2 up. So we're going to go with the 3 up first. Good there, and the 2 up. Good there. All right, so now these scouts here are going to fire into his shield captain there. So all rapid firing here, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve since they didn't move. All right. These are now going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound.
2 up.
2 up save. No, he takes a wound. 5 up, feel no pain. No, so he does take a wound.
All
right, so Belial is going to fire into his into this guy over here. He's going to be at -1 to hit because of the Vexilla, so he's going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. All right, those 2s would have been hits, so they don't get to reroll. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. That is 1 wound.
2 up.
2 up save. Ooh, he takes a wound. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Deathwing Knights are going to charge into his 2 Terminator captains over here. So they're going to fire Overwatch, hitting on 6s. Getting 2 6s. So these are wounding on strength 4.
Yep.
So wounding on 4s.
Rerolling ones for.
Rerolling. What's up?
I don't think I
No.
Okay. Rerolling ones for.
Rerolling ones to wound. So that's 1 wound.
-1.
AP -1. So 3 up save. He's good.
Right.
Now the grenades, 2d3. So that's 3 shots on 6s. No hits there. And here comes their charge distance. Yeah, totally in. And now Belial is going to charge both of them. One guy's still out of combat there, so he gets to fire his Overwatch. Getting 1 hit. Getting 1 wound.
-1.
And he's good with the save. And then the grenade launcher, D3. 3 shots on 6s. Getting no hits. Rerolling ones because of Valor's, or because of all of them, yeah. So that's no hits there. So Belial's charge distance is totally in. All right, so and then over here, my Black Knight is going to charge into his shield captain. Overwatching. Rerolling the ones. All right, so getting 3 hits. These are now wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves. And make 1 failed one. And his charge distance is in. And then my Talon Master, yeah, it's totally in. All right, so now my Talon Master is going to attack into his jet bike over there. He's got the Heavenfall Blade as my relic for the game, so he's going to have +1 attack. So he's got base 4 +1. So he's going to have 5 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 2s. All right, all hits. Strength +2. So he's toughness 6, so looking for 4s to wound. All right, not re-rolling 2s, only 1s for him. So that's 3 wounds. AP -3.
3-up invul.
3-up invul saves. Making them all. All right, now my Black Knight over there is going to attack. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. That's all hits. Strength +1, so wounding on 5s. Getting re-rolling 1s because of the Talon Master there. Getting 1 wound, AP -1, so 3-up save. He's good. All right, now we're gonna activate my my Deathwing Knights over here. 3 of the guys with the maces and the Knight Master are gonna go into his wounded captain over here, and then the 1 guy with the mace is gonna go into the unwounded captain over there. So we're gonna go with the 3 with the maces into the wounded captain, hitting on 3s.
-1 to hit.
What's up?
-1 to hit.
Oh, -1 to hit. So hitting on 4s. So those don't get to re-roll. These do get to re-roll because of Belial there. All right, getting 2 hits. These are going to be strength 8, so wounding on 3s.
Both wounds?
Yep, both are wounds. AP -2, so 2 4-ups. Making them both. And now the Knight Master is going to attack in. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Reroll, hitting on 4s, but re-rolling because it's -1 to hit. Re-rolling because of Belial. All right, that's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of the Lieutenant over there. So that's 2 wounds. AP -3, 4-up invul saves. Failing both of them. So that's going to be 4 damage onto him. And now the 1 guy into the unwounded one. 2 attacks hitting on 3s. Hitting on 4s because it's -1 again. Thank you, I keep forgetting that. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. So that is 2 wounds. AP -2, so that's
4-ups.
4-up invul saves. He makes 1, fails 1, so he takes 3 damage. So now Belial's going to attack into him. He's going to be hitting on 3s because of the -1, re-rolling 1s because of himself. All right, re-rolling 1s because of himself. So that's 3 hits.
Always wound on 2s.
Always wound on 2s with Belial's sword. Re-rolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. So that is 3 wounds into him. AP -3, so 4-up invul save. Fails 2 of them, so he is dead. All right, so now his Custode here is going to attack into Belial. He's got all of his attacks going in here. Hitting on 3s because Belial is -1 to hit. Re-rolling 1s. All right, not meant to be. These are strength 8, so wounding on 2s.
That's drop die. Re-rolling 1s.
Re-rolling 1s because of Valorous. All right, no need to re-roll 1s.
Wounds.
So that is 4 wounds.
4-up invul.
4-up invul save or armor save. It doesn't matter which one I do. So 4 ups. Make 2 of them. They're gonna be, what is it, the damage? D3 damage. I'm going to use the free reroll from Brilliant Strategist on this one. So he's going to be looking again for a 4-up. No, misses that. So this is going, you know what? I'm gonna spend a command point on the other one to reroll that one. No, still don't make that, but do I get it back? I don't, so I'm down to 2 command points at this point. So here we go. 2 D3 damage. 6 damage. Well, Belial is dead. Oh, jeez. And now his shield captain on a bike here is going to put his regular attacks into my Talon Master, and he's going to put the Misericordia into my bike over there. So these are the looking for 2s over here. All hits. Strength 6. So looking for 4s to wound. Getting 2 wounds.
AP minus 3.
AP minus 3. So we got 2 6-up saves. Show me them fill faces. No fill faces. 2d3.
5 damage.
5 damage. So he's still alive. And then the Misericordia into my biker. That's a hit.
5 to wound.
Looking for a 5 to wound.
4 to wound.
4 because he's tough.
Strength 5.
You're strength 5. Yep. So strength 5. Looking for a 4. No wound. And that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 1. So we'll come back to you with the one objective that he holds to see if it is the objective. All right. So on a 6. No, so it's still not it, but we'll find out what happens. We'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, and that is it for movement phase here for the Custodes on turn 2. His jet bike stood still. His Terminator fell back out of combat, and then the Vexilla and Valorous moved up into my Terminator's face. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so Valorous is going to start us off here by shooting into my Terminators. 2 shots. Hitting on 2s.
Rerolling that 1.
Rerolling 1 because of himself. There we go.
Wounding on 3.
Wounding on 3s because he's strength 5. Getting wounds. 2 wounds.
-1. So
AP -1, so 3-up saves.
1 dead.
Failing 1, making 1. It's 2 damage each, so that's a dead guy. And the Guardian Spear is going to do the same thing over here. Hitting on rerolling 1s.
Thankfully.
All right, so it's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1. Getting 1 wound, 3-up save, and he's good with a filth phase. Woo! And that is it for the shooting phase. So into the assault phase. Valorous and the Praetor here are both going to charge in. So the first guy is in, the second guy is in. All right, so now Trajan Valorous is going to start us off here. So he's going to have 5 attacks into them, hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of himself. All right, so that's all hits there.
Wounding on 2s, except from the
wounding on 2s and 4. 2s and 3.
Strength 5 base.
Strength 5 base.
Rerolling 1.
Rerolling 1s. All right, so that's all hits. So that's
-3,
5 AP -3. So we've got 5 3-up Storm Shield saves. So looking for 3s. Failing 2 of them. What's the damage on those? D3 apiece. So we'll start with the first one, one at a time. That's a dead guy, and that's a dead guy. And the Misericordia is saved. All right, so I'm going to spend my last 2 command points to activate my Deathwing Knights over here. I'm going to roll to see if I get back a command point. I do with that, so I'm down to 1 command point here. So now we're going to have the Knight with the Mace of Absolution is going to attack into the Vexilla. They're both attacking into Vexilla, so here comes his mace. That is 1 hit. Not getting to reroll that because Belial is dead. Wounding on a 3. Rerolling 1 because of the Lieutenant. Come on.
Inception.
Do it! Inception! That's a wound! 4-up invul save. Oh, and he fails it, so he takes 3 damage. And now my Knight Master is going to attack into him. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Hitting on 4s, I should say, sorry. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. AP -3.
4-ups.
4-up invul save. Oh, and he makes them both. I needed him to fail 1. And now his guy here is his Vexilla is going to attack into my Knights over here. So he's got 4 base attacks plus the Misericordia. These are going to be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. That's all hits.
3s.
Looking for 3s to wound.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. All right, rerolling 1s. All right, so three
D3s and 1/1.
All right, so we got three up from the D3 ones from the Guardian Spear, looking for 3-ups. Make all of those, and then the Misericordia. Also make that one. Woo! And now he's going to activate his shield captain here on a bike. He's going to put all of the lance attacks into my Talonmaster, and he's going to put the Misericordia into my bike.
All right, 2s.
Looking for 2s. That's all hits.
4s.
Looking for
everything.
4s now because he didn't charge, right? That means he's minus.
No reroll.
Yeah, he gets yeah. So they're looking for 4s on everything here. No rerolls, so that is going to be 3 AP minus 3 into him. If I fail any of these, my Talonmaster is dead. So looking for 6-ups, showing them fill faces. Oh! Come! No! I do have 1 command point left. You know what? Yeah. No, screw it. Yeah, I'm going to totally do it. So let's see. Can I get a 6? Show me that fill face. Come on. Make me woo so hard. Make me woo so hard. Oh, no, and he is dead. And because he's... When do you roll to see? I think he's... When you spend the command point. So is it before the reroll?
Just do it.
Let's see. No, I don't get it back anyway. So, yeah. Oh, he's dead. All right, let's see if he explodes. No, he doesn't. All right, so now my Black Knight is going to attack back. He's got his 3 attacks hitting on 3s. Getting 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound. That is a 6, so that'd be a D3 damage. So 3-up invul save. He's good. All right, so now Valorous is going to spend his Moment Shackle in attack into my Knights over here. So hitting on 3s. Or hitting on 2s, I'm sorry. Rerolling 1s because of himself.
Good thing.
All right, that's all hits. Good thing for you. All right, wounding on 2s on the gold, 3s on the red. All right, that is all wounds there. So we've got 5 3-up from the gold. Failed 3 of them. So let's see, the first one is 2, so that is both guys are dead. And that is it for the Custodes turn here on turn 2. So now we're going to go into Dark Angel's turn 2. All right, let's see if this objective over here is the objective. No. What about this objective? No. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. My Black Knight fell back out of combat over here. My Lieutenant advanced up this way. This Scout Squad shuffled up this way, so the one guy is in range for a crack grenade, and the other 2 Scout Squads stood still. So we'll come back to you with a shooting phase. All right, all of my Scouts now are going to shoot at his shield captain over here. The yellows are going to be the 3 crack grenades from the 3 different squads. We're just going to roll them all at the same time, just to save it, because that's the only thing that they're going to shoot at. So we got the 3 crack grenades, and we've got 7 bolters that are going to be firing in their rapid fire range. So all of these are hitting on 3s. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so one of the crack grenades actually gets to reroll because of Grim Resolve since the other one's there. So that is a hit. And now here we go. The greens are going to be wounding on bolters are wounding on 5s, and the grenades are going to be wounding on 4s. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so we have 8 bolter wounds and 2 crack grenade wounds. So we've got the 2 3-up invul saves from the crack grenades. Fails 1 of them.
Victor of the Blood Games.
Victor of the Blood Games, because it's a new turn. Those are good. And now we've got 8 2-up saves from the bolter shots that were coming in here. So looking for 2-ups. Failing 1 of them. 5-up invul, 5-up ignoring wounds.
Spirit Creation.
No, so he does take a wound.
Exactly 12
and that is it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, this squad of scouts is going to charge into his shield captain. Hitting on 6s, rerolling 1s. All right, so that is 4 hits. Wounding on 4s. Getting 2 wounds. 2 4-up armor saves. And I make one of them fail 1. Their charge distance. Yes, totally in. Squad Jenkins is going to charge in. They're in. And then this other squad over here is going to charge. And they are in. All right, so now all of my scouts are going to attack at the same time since he doesn't have any command points to interrupt. They're going to be hitting on 3s. All right. So still enough to kill him, technically. Wounding on 5s. Okay, just getting 2 wounds. No rerolls coming in here. 2 up saves. Fails 1. 5 up. Oh, of course he makes that. You could just take a wound as Jenkins punches you in the shin bone. All right, so now he's going to put all 5 attacks into Squad Jenkins and the Misericordia into the other 2-man squad over there. Priorities. He knows his priorities. He's got to take out Jenkins. You never know what Jenkins is going to do. Rerolling 1s. He's a hero of the Imperium, so he knows he has to kill him. All right, so here we go. Wounding on 2s. Wounding on 3s, so that is 4 dead. Yeah, Squad Jenkins is dead. Jenkins, no! And then Misericordia into the other 2-man squad. That is a hit. That is not a wound. And that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 2. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Custodes on turn 3. All right, we're going to roll to see if the one objective that he held is the objective. It's not. All right, movement phase for the Custodes. His bike jumped over here looking on my bike when he fell out of combat there. Valorous and the Vexilla are making their way up this way, and his Terminator stayed back there on the objective. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, start with the shooting phase. Hurricane Bolters into the bike over here. 2. Hitting on 2s, rerolling because of himself. All right, pretty good. 5. These are now going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. 5. 3 up armor saves. Oh no, he's he's dead. And now Valorous is going to shoot into my lieutenant over here. 2 shots hitting on 2s.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of himself.
So that's 2 wounds minus 1.
2 wounds, AP minus 1, so 2 4-ups. Failed 1 of them, so 2 wounds. And now the Guardian Spear into my lieutenant over here.
2s.
Hitting on 2s.
4s.
Wounding on 4s.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s, but no need. That's 2 wounds. AP minus 1 again, so looking for 4-ups. And I make them both. Woo! All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase. Valorous is going to charge into my lieutenant over here. He's going to need 7 inches for his charge because it's +1 because of the twist. What a twist! But here comes my sergeant. My lieutenant is going to fire his mastercrafted bolter. These are going to be 2 shots hitting on 6s. Getting 2 fill faces.
There you go.
There we go. Wounding on 5s. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, looking for 7 inches to get his charge in over here. Oh, he is way in. All right, so now the Vexilla is going to charge in, needing 10 inches on this charge because he has +1. No, doesn't make it. All right, so now Valorous is going to attack into my lieutenant over here, hitting on 2s. All hits. Wounding on 2s.
Except the Misericordia, which is a 3.
Misericordia is wounding on a 3. Rerolling the 1s because of himself. All right. So that is
4 minus 3.
4 at AP minus 3, so we'll do those ones. Making 2 of them, but failing 2, so he is dead. All right, and that is it for the Custodes turn here on turn 3. We will come back to you with the objective rolling. Is this one objective it? Let's find out. Yeah, that's the one with the fill phase. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. This squad's moving up towards the bike over here. This squad stood still over there holding on to the objective. And that's it for movement phase. Moving straight into the shooting phase now. This squad's going to shoot into here. One guy's going to throw the crack grenade, which is going to be the yellow. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, not getting to reroll 1s because they moved. All right, these are going to be wounding on 5s and 4. Okay, 1 regular save, and he's good. And then these other 2 guys over here are going to shoot into him. Rerolling 1s if they had any 1s. Wounding on 5s, not getting anything. All right, into the assault phase, this 5-man squad is going to charge into his biker over here. Try to take him down for the chapter here. Hitting on 6s.
Yes, I have 1
getting 1 hit.
And 4.
No wound there. Charge distance. Yeah, the +1 is in. All right, into the fight phase. This squad's going to attack in here. I got 6 attacks because there's 2 from the sergeant there. Hitting on a 3. Okay. Wounding on a 5. Getting 1 wound. Oh, he made it.
2s.
And now he is attacking back with 2s.
Rerolling that 1.
Rerolling 1 because of himself.
3s.
Wounding on 3s.
That's 4 dead.
4 dead. Misericordia. Misses, rerolls. No, it's a miss. All right, so the end of the turn, leadership onto this guy. He lost 4 guys from his squad there. 4 plus 4 is 8. He's good to go. All right, sounds good. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. And that's going to be it for the game. Because next turn, he's just going to wipe him over here. Valis is going to step up and just wreck face against these scouts. So what I would like to think in my headcanon is that even though he's going to wipe the Dark Angels, these guys wiped whatever records were on that that piece of wreckage that they found. They got a call down from the from the Battle Barge that said, just destroy the information. And they did so as their bodies get riddled with the bullets from Trajan Valorous. So so they the Custodes may have won the battle, but they didn't win the war. That's all my headcanon. I'm sure his headcanon is totally different. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed. That was awesome. I had a ton of fun with that one. And I knew my opponent was Harris was like, I'm gonna bring 6-man, as few models as I possibly can in 1,000 points. I'm gonna bring 6 models in this 1,000 points. And I was like, sounds great. Challenge accepted. I'm like, I'm gonna go elite as well with my Dark Angels. That's why I brought both sets of knights. And the Deathwing Knights really did their job. They basically killed 2 Terminators on their own, and then put a whole bunch of wounds. An additional what? Like an additional 4 wounds?
5 wounds there.
3
wounds.
Yeah, so an additional 8 wounds into the other guys. So I mean, they way more than made back their points. They did baller job here, which was awesome. Seeing them get into do action. But then my Black Knights. And then Valorous came and ruined their day. But the Black Knights, again, blowing themselves up. Killing... I mean, I kill... Really? Black Knights, why do you hate me so much that you keep blowing yourselves up? Oh, whatever. Anyway, I had a blast. This was a ton of fun. And we couldn't find which one was the which had the information for that whole time. That was pretty funny. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. I certainly have. I've been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Harris. And until next time... have fun.